Okay, let's talk about the Auroville Schools workshops. Last year, just a few weeks before the launch of this event, the idea surfaced to go into local schools and help students imagine their most hopeful futures. It was too late then, but this year, we had the good fortune to spend a few hours in three schools: NESS, Deepanam, and Last School. We started by talking about imagination and how we use it every day to remember where we left our backpack, daydreaming about friends, or where we want to go or live. But that's just the beginning. Imagination also allows us to see new possibilities, new technologies, new forms of living and learning together. And perhaps most importantly, imagination can change us from the inside out. We looked at this famous photo and asked what it meant to humanity when it was first published in 1972. And this image, and what it invites us to imagine now. Then, we did a guided visualization. We invited the students to imagine a moment in their future, something beautiful they hope will continue, or something difficult they hope will transform. And then they drew. The goal was not to make a beautiful drawing. I told them even stick figures were completely fine. The goal was to capture as much of their vision as possible. The students also completed worksheets about their images, where they were, who was present, what was happening, even the time of day and emotional tone. And then, for those who wanted, I used their drawings and their words as prompts to generate AI-enhanced versions. After our last session, a young girl named Gaia ran up to me and, with a sparkle in her eyes, asked, "Why AI?" It later dawned on me that this may be one of the most profound questions of our time. But putting that aside, I told her that we wanted to experiment with AI, not to replace their imaginations, but to help make them more visible, to help us step into each other's dreams more fully, to understand each other better, to see where we resonate, where we cohere, where something shared might be emerging. Now, a few students asked to remain anonymous, so it's easier to keep them all that way for now. But I will reveal one name at the end, and with explicit permission. So here are a few examples. One student dreamed of going to a James Blake concert in the future, with people gathering and a glass skyscraper with a vantage point in the background. So, inputting this reference image and his prompts into an AI program, we ended up with this. I'd go to that concert. Many students imagined traveling, horse trekking with her dogs, van camping in the Kazakhstan mountains, or even farming in a forest in Japan. Many students dreamt of future careers, like becoming an astronaut, with animals and luxury cars at the launch base as a perk, or becoming a professional soccer player. Nature was also important to many. Walking in a waterfall with friends. Sitting by a pond at night. Or petting her dog in a field of flowers. Some visions were more unusual. One student imagined walking with his girlfriend in a stormy Singapore, with an Apple store and twin towers in the background. Or fantastically whizzing around in a flying car while trying to avoid a Tyrannosaurus Rex that looks a bit like a centipede. There was one drawing that deeply moved me. At Deepanam, Gaia's younger brother, Salvador, drew a very simple picture. To be honest, at first glance, I wondered if Salvador might have been bored or distracted. But that evening, I read his worksheet. He described families sitting together. Too many flowers falling from the sky. Somewhere over the rainbow playing in the background. Two lines stayed with me. He wrote that the drawing is explaining that grief can go away, and that one person in the family needed to be a human angel. The next day, a friend shared about the tragic accident his family experienced a few years ago while traveling here. So, when I used his drawing and words to generate an enhanced image, the result made me cry. Not because it was technically impressive, but because it revealed a depth of feeling and longing I hadn't anticipated. I reached out to his mother and asked if I could take her and the children out for some treats at the visitor center. Over chocolate tarts, I told them how much they both taught me. And I apologized. Because in my enthusiasm to generate images for this event, I hadn't fully considered that the process might also open tender places. They forgave me easily, and they shared how deeply supported they felt and still feel here in Auroville, which made me love our community even more. This remarkable family helped me see how hope and grief both stem from what we care about most. How human unity may be about learning to hold them both. And how our children so often lead the way.